So 1 win is done with. So we technically just paid 2,500 gold for just one rare. And let's change this. And I think what deserves to be the face of our deck is probably... I like this card. I like Electro Dominance because I was building a very janky modern deck with this and Living End. And then I just realized that Living End is way too expensive. And what happened is I decided, because like the deck price that I wanted was like $300 at the time. And I thought about it, and Living End, like all of that deck, it was pretty janky. I was playing Hollow One, a bunch of cycle creatures, and then Electro Dominance Living End to kind of trigger it for free. Faithless Suiting was a thing way back when I wanted to build this deck. But what I decided going with is that Storm is the same price, and Storm was meta at the time, so I was like, might as well play Storm, and Storm kind of sounded cool, but even though I had no idea what the playstyle is, we're gonna keep this hand because we can potentially drop this on turn 4, and even if we don't, Angrath is good, Agonizing Remorse is a good enough turn 2 play. Finale of Eternity is not yet on, but I think we're gonna have enough time to do it. I don't think our opponent is that aggro, and just as we say that, he drops a Legion's Landing. This is gonna be pretty annoying to deal with if he gets to untap it. To flip it. So yeah, I decided to go with Storm, and that's a true story of how I became a Storm player. And then I lost all of my friends, and yeah, I mean, I don't need to say anything else besides I became a Storm player for you to understand what I mean by I lost all my friends. And drawing this makes sure that we drops Outlaw's Merriment on turn 2, and we just dealt with a Planeswalker. Need you to like keep in mind that we just dealt with a Planeswalker. Finale of Eternity does not bother us at all. This does not bother us either. Let's just get rid of Ajani, and I think we're in a pretty good spot. Our opponent has a bunch of spot removal against our enchantment that just generates value. So what could he top deck right now that hurts us? Maybe a 3-drop. The Executioner we have would give him 2 creatures for him to flip this. And this is not even a problem anymore because we draw Ethereal Absolution. So let's just play this. Scry kind of set up our next turn. Erebos' Intervention is a very good card. We can keep it as a removal spell for later, and this is gonna probably take over the game after we just draw a bunch of removal. So what could you play, opponent? That's a bit scary. I don't think there's anything that bothers me that much right now, except maybe if he draws Heliod's Intervention that kind of kills our enchantment, but besides that we're fine. And let's hope this sticks around. I'm probably gonna build something around this. I've already did. It's called Mardu Control, and I'm gonna show it to you tomorrow since it's a historic deck, and I've decided that Sunday is gonna be historic day. That doesn't mean Mythic Monday can be a historic deck, but that means that I'm always gonna play a historic deck on Sunday. So let's drop our Angrath, start blocking this because I don't want to like keep on just taking one and him gaining life. Yes, Angrath, yes. And if Angrath is very metal, so if we get the token that kind of deals 1 damage, we kill this off. I'm loving this deck. I'm seriously loving this deck. And this event turned out more fun than I expected. I mean, it's probably because I'm winning. I'm that kind of person. I enjoy things when I'm winning. And this means that we're not gonna amass again because they amass into this, and if they amass into this, they're just gonna die after it resolves, if you know what I mean. It's not gonna die, but it still can't attack or block. So if I amass into it, it's gonna gain me nothing. So I'm probably gonna wait, maybe board wipe next turn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna board wipe next turn and just have that deal with everything. Or probably this kind of fixes our issue. I mean, yeah, you're fine. You can gain all the life you want. What if the Erebos' Intervention this? Ethereal Absolution kind of works. Does it say all creatures? No, creatures your opponent controls. So I think I'm gonna attack, kind of have him deal with the 3-1 and the 1-2. He can't even deal with them because they have Menace. You can't even trick your opponent when you're that ahead. Alright, so that's fine. Let's just play Ethereal Absolution, grow these out, gain more life, and just attack with that. I mean, I'm not gonna amass into this just once more because this is enchanted and I don't want this to happen. So we're pretty ahead. And if he enchants this on any of our creatures, we just sacrifice this, and then maybe we can amass next turn. So he plays Archon of Sun's Grace, but he's sadly gonna find out that I have a Erebos' Intervention in my hand. So we're gonna create a 2-1 lifelink with haste. Let's make him discard something, and then we can Erebos' Intervention for 3, kill the Archon. Alright, I am seriously loving this event. Still not sure if it's worth the money, but so far I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So let's Erebos' intervention for... Or do we go over like the huge 2-for-1? I mean, if he double blocks, if he kills one of our big creatures, we can deal 3 here, 2 here. I don't think we can go for a 2-for-1. Let's just try. I want to see how my opponent blocks. If he blocks the 2-3, we can kind of kill 2 things. I just want to see what happens before doing any in-game decisions, and I'm not in any kind of race. We're ahead on life, because this is going to gain us life, this is going to gain us life. Where is it? Here. And we're not under any type of pressure to just make decisions out of nowhere. Even if I let this live, we just have the Ramcork Giant, and then that can just board wipe after he does all of the things he wants to do. So we're just waiting for him to block, and hopefully not getting any internet connections, just like last time. I switched to mobile data because I'm too scared of losing because of this. It happened a lot of times before. I even lost one of the mythic challenges previously. I did not lose it. I mean, I was watching my friend, and he lost because of it. My friend that always told me how to better play in Magic, the one that I made the Wizards video for, almost lost his mythic event because of internet problems. So I'm always worried about internet problems in my country. So I think we're pretty ahead. I mean, if he plays another blocker, just Journey to Eternity, Finale of Eternity it. And then whatever we get, it has a +1/+1. So even if we get the weakest one, which is the 2-3, 5, 9, yeah, I think we won. Yeah, I think we pretty much won. So 5. If we get the 1 for 3, we just win. And if we don't, I mean, we win next turn. I'm not that. I mean, maybe we can just play Croxa as well. I don't think there's a way for us to lose this event. Yeah, I don't think there is. Is Fatal Push in the format? Probably not. So let's just wait for him to pass to us and get the one that kills him. No, we did not get the one that kills him. We're just gonna Spark Harvest. Additional cost, I'm gonna sacrifice a creature because I want to get rid of this. We're gonna target that. I would have kept it for a Planeswalker if we were maybe just a bit behind or if we're afraid of anything, but I don't think anything he can top deck at this stage can kill us. And I'm gonna keep the Amass ability in case something happens next turn. Maybe I don't want to like walk into a board wipe and have nothing to do. So even we can Absolution, make a 1/1 Spirit, and that kills him. Like whatever we do, he's dead. Like whatever he does, even if he board wipes, I kill him next turn. And our opponent is kind of slowly realizing that his fate. And I called it. I said I should have kept this for a Planeswalker, and he top decks a Planeswalker. Oh, pretty funny, pretty funny. Good game, opponent. Good game, opponent. Whatever you do with your Ugin opponent, you're dead. I hope you realize it. He probably would be salty and destroy this, and no, he's not even salty. So with that, let's get into game number 3. And I'm pretty happy about how the deck has been performing right now. Yeah, feels like a fun event. So we're getting our quest, we're getting gold and XP. So right now we get back 750 gold and we got 3 cards, and that's decent enough. I mean, I paid 2,000 coins for just 1 rare. And I hope it's not like a green rare at least. If they give me like a blue rare, I'm very fine with that, even if it costs me 2,000 coins. I want to complete my blue collection on Arena. Let's see. I think it says a rare outside of Standard, so I don't even think we can get something I want in Standard, and that's pretty sad to hear. So in 2 more wins, we kind of get back our money. That's a pretty good deal. So I'm gonna keep this because this paired with Midnight Reaper equals a lot of value. We're gonna keep. And I'm gonna keep Temple for turn 2 after I see what my opponent plays. I'd rather just play something that is gonna give me life, and I keep this card until I get further information. For example, if I see that he's a token deck, I wouldn't keep a spot removal card. Is this worth killing yet just yet? No. So do we just Temple, or do we... Let's see, I mean, I can trade with it. It's not something I want to do, but I think I'll keep this card for later and just kill this right now. Let's kind of try to stall out and not take any unnecessary damage if we can prevent it. So we kill this creature, we're probably gonna drop Reaper or Ministrant depending on what he plays now. Let's see what he plays now. Kitesail Freebooter takes out our Erebos' intervention, but it's fine. It's not fine. I'm very sad on the inside, but at least he doesn't take our Outlaw's Merchant. I love this card. So let's play our land. Let's play our White Sword so we don't forget to play it next turn. Let's just play the Ministrant of Obligation. And with that, we're just gonna pass our turn and be very happy about the position we're in. So please don't have another discard effect. Opponent, seriously. don't have. Okay, he does not have another discard effect. Okay, so you give something +2/+0 first strike. We take 3. Oh no, what could I do? Alright, so Legion's Landing flipping is actually a problem. I'm not happy about it at all. But if he attacks with it, we give this. We deal like we kill this to get the spirits that can stall. So I don't think we're in that kind of pressure. And this is gonna give us a token per turn to kind of equalize this, and it has lifelink as well. So unless our opponent is main decking enchantment removal, are you serious, Lyra? Lyra the Dawnbringer. Out of anything you can play, you drop a Lyra Dawnbringer, just like that, Lyra. What? How am I going to deal with Lyra? That's a very good question. I mean, you can stall for a bit, but that's still a Lyra Dawnbringer. At least we're killing his board bit by bit, but really? A Lyra? I mean, Spawn of Mayhem can stall for a bit. Let's just play our Reaper and start to draw a bunch of cards to draw away and to deal with this. I mean, the Finale can deal with it. I don't want a land. Finale would cost us 7 to kill Lyra, right? So, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still need 2 lands and we have 1 in hand. So we're obviously gonna block Lyra, and he plays an Ugin to kill our Outlaw's Merriment. I think our opponent is gonna be our first loss. Yeah, I think this is the first time we're gonna lose. But if he does kill this, he lost his Ugin. And I think I'm fine with killing an Ugin. Trading this for an Ugin is not that bad of a decision. I mean, he also might just kill our Midnight Reaper. Yeah, so he traded this Ugin for a Outlaw's Merriment, and that's fine with us. That's fine in our book. So he doesn't even attack. I'm gonna suicide. I'm gonna attack with these 3 on Ugin, just to make sure he dies, because if I attack with just 2, and he's probably not gonna block, because if he blocks he draws me cards. No, I'm attacking with all 3, Arena, yes. So all 3 kind of kill Ugin, please. And it feels bad that I would have blocked the flying, because like you're gonna deal with them in the future for Lyra, but whatever. And with that we draw 2 cards, hopefully. Answers a non-token creature. I think we're very behind at this stage. I am not even like aware of how behind we are. Let's see. And a Nightmare Shepherd. So we have to deal with Lyra. I mean, a Lyra that says that's a 1/1 is fine with our book. So Lyra just gained him 5 life, and I think I want this to trigger next turn. So he might not even block next turn. Direfleet Daredevil. Does he have anything to kill our creature? Kill his rider with? No. So Direfleet is just a blocker at this stage. I think we're fine with that. If you have 10 or less life. So this is gonna be able to deal with Lyra in 1 turn. Not next turn, the one after. Please, deck, be kind to us. Please, deck, be kind to us. Because we're facing a Lyra deck. A Lyra, yes. I don't even know if we can keep on dealing with this. If we keep getting... And we get conclaved. Yo, we need to top like a board wipe. Not a board wipe. A removal spell next turn or we're just dead. Just dead. And he attacks with everything. Yeah, we're pretty behind. He doesn't attack with everything. Alright, so I found no reason not to attack with the Shepherd. And that gives us a whole extra turn to draw a removal spell. Please, deck. Not an agonizing remorse this late in the game, deck. No. Don't want to lose that way. Not losing that way, deck. Let's try to like bait him into blocking. If he blocks, that would be a very dumb play on his side. He actually blocked. I mean, you're at 35 life. Taking 2 damage is not gonna do anything to you. Like literally nothing. Electro Dominance. Wait, does that do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. It does it. But we're still taking on the Shepherd. So I think what I'm gonna do is kill the Kite Sail at end step. If we kill the Kite Sail at end step, and then kill the Lyra, and then gain 5 life. Let's think this through. So if we kill the Kite Sail freebooter, but he gets it back as a copy, so that means he can just get to exile the thing again. So let's think about this clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can kill this and then do this at upkeep. So whatever he draws, he kind of doesn't get it. I mean, that's not the best line of play, but I don't think we have that many things to do right now. So, or what we could do is kill the Kite Sail and then cast this. And I think what happens is that we get to exile it from his graveyard before it comes back. let's just do that. Let's just wait. So this trigger will go on the stack, and since he's the active player, his trigger goes on the stack first. I get to cast Agonizing Remorse, and then after that, but Agonizing Remorse makes me lose 1, meaning Lyra and Shepherd can just kill me. Let's just kill the Lyra and take out whatever he drew. Let's just pay X equal 5 and kill the Lyra. Auto pay. Resolve that, and I am going to choose to cast this to, like, whatever he draw, kind of nullify it. And yes, he gets back a 1-1 Lyra, but I mean, I can't do anything. I need the board wipe or I just lose. We need the board wipe off the top. So let's see what he drew. Probably a land. I want to see his hand. Yeah, a land. Nice. Let's just take out the Ugin in case he has any graveyard kind of recursion. Finale would be good in this stage as well. Yeah, we're obviously pretty behind, and I'm pretty sure you've noticed at this stage. So we take 5. Finale off the top, please, deck or board wipe. Kinjali's Sunwing kind of stalls one more turn. I mean, I'm not in a position where I get to ask for things. So Kinjali is gonna block the Shepherd. Please don't top deck a removal spell. Please don't top deck a removal spell. And he top decks Red Presence. Like, so many things we need to deal with out of nowhere. And his Legion's Landing transforms. Like, what else can I do? I mean, this is too much pressure. Like, seriously, too much pressure. And we're obviously gonna have to block the Shepherd or else we die. And Realmcloak Giant might not even save us because he gets copies of all of these and Midnight Reaper triggers. So I think the finale is the only thing that saves us. Is it? I don't even want to think about this at this stage. I think we just lost. There's no way for us to win. Captivating Crew. Captivating Crew might actually save us, because we get to gain control of something. No, we don't have the mana to do both, and that's such a sad way to lose. That's a very, very sad way to lose. So good game, opponent. I'll let him do his thing. I think he deserves to do his own thing. He deserves to do what his deck was built to do. Let's give him that. He's not considering if he wants to make a 1-1 or not. That's a very sad way to lose. We just dealt with a Lyra. That's so sad. That's very, very sad. I mean, he had... like, if this was still in my hand, we didn't have lost. And yeah, good game, opponent. Good game. Yeah. So it's not the worst kind of loss. We're still at... I think we're at 2 wins, and then just 1 loss isn't that hard to come back from. Our opponent's deck was very good. We played our best. We played to our outs. Our opponent for some reason blocked when he did not even need to, so we kind of stalled a bit more. So make sure to not block when you don't need to. Like at my opponent's stage, he had 35 life. There's nothing in my deck that can deal 35 damage. There's no combat trick in Magic history, unless I'm like seriously not aware of it, that can deal 35 damage in one attack. So our opening hand is very good, and this on turn 2 is good for the scrying. This on turn 2 is also a good blocker. Baffling End is good. I think our hand is super decent for this kind of game. We have a bunch of removal for like a bunch of things, and then this can block the ground in the early game. He scries top, so it's probably a land or something huge. Let's see, let's just wait and check. Eldritch Reborn is gonna stay on the top of our deck. We can stall out enough to use it, and we can empty the field enough for it to be good. So it's either a land or just a Graveyard Marshal. Let's just run out the Baffling End. Too late. I mean, do I want to run out the Direfleet Daredevil for no value? Is that even like a good idea? Let's just run out the Direfleet Daredevil for no value. Don't think our opponent is running that many sorceries that are good. And then right after I say that, he's probably gonna play a sorcery that's gonna do something amazing. I'm gonna go like, I wish I kept my Direfleet Daredevil. So he doesn't have something that good, but he does have something that gives him a 1-1 that makes this useless. So do we play this and then just double block next turn, or do we just Baffling and get rid of this? I mean, if he attacks and he doesn't, I don't block. If I block with this, he's gonna kill it and then get back a 2/2 zombie. Or do I just Banishing Light right now, get rid of this Graveyard Marshal? Let's Baffling and get rid of his Marshal. And after that, I don't care if I just lose my Direfleet Daredevil to this, because I don't want to keep giving him the option of just pressuring me forever until I get to deal with that. And we kind of need to kill his tokens for the Eldest Reborn to do something. If Eldest Reborn is on the field with a bunch of tokens, Eldest is not going to do anything. So it might not seem like the smartest trade ever, but it is an idea nonetheless. So let's trade. I mean, hear me out. It's gonna do this regardless. Let's just deal with it and not give our opponent the opportunity to just keep on pressuring us with it. Red Presence is something that's gonna get Banishing Light right now. And if we draw our Eldest Reborn, we probably keep it one more turn. If we draw our land, we're gonna play Executioner, Remorse, or Ministry of Obligation. Not Executioner, because this perfectly trades with 2 of the cards. This gives them something to deal with for later. Afterlife 2 on a 3-drop is super good. Like, a lot of people don't realize how good this card is. Let's hope we get our land. I mean, it's not a huge issue if we don't, but I just want to be a bit more ahead. And the land kind of ensures that. The Spectacle card is fine. Can just get to Agonizing Remorse, whatever thing he draws. And we do draw a land. Next time I'm going to specify to Arena if I want it to be tapped or untapped. So like to make sure Arena gives us what we want. Intervention is good. And I think I'm going to keep that on top. I mean, right now it kills any 4-drop, and that's good. I just played the Ministry of Obligation. And you kind of need to deal with Tybalt, or Eldest Reborn is never going to do anything. So what is going to happen is we're going to block this, probably. Get the 2 Afterlife tokens, attack with one of them there. Does that change our math? Does that change our math? Yes, it actually does. It actually does. Because I don't want him to gain the mana advantage every turn. Let's just kill off the bolt and then take a turn off. I mean, let's see. What I'm considering is just to play Agonizing Remorse to take something in his hand. Use this for 2, kill this. We're up to 15, we trade with this. And then... yeah, I think that's what I'm going for. In that way, I leave his field exactly empty for when I want to resolve Eldest Reborn. So if he plays anything serious, we're gonna have a way to deal with it. Let's just do that. And let's Agonizing Remorse. I think Karma is coming back to me after all of what I said about my opponents in game 1 and 2. Knowing like nothing can make us lose, I can skip a turn and I still win. Sarkhan is so good to deal with. You can destroy target artifact, this is gonna do nothing. Jaya's Greeting does nothing. Murder, I mean, kind of kills our Sarkhan plan, but that's fine. And I think we're pretty ahead. Yeah, Murder does nothing against our token deck, so we're probably just gonna take Sarkhan. Because, like, I can't deal with that, like, let's be real. Like, just the Eldest Reborn is good, but not good enough, because if he makes a dragon, his dragon is just going to run out with the game, because, like, honestly, I can't deal with the 4/4. And he kills our Spirit, sadly. Let's hope he scries bottom, and he does scry bottom, so meaning he does not, he's probably a 5-drop, he can't just play. And the plan of dealing with this and then dealing with the devil is not done yet, we can just do that next turn. Let's Erebos his intervention for 2, and then just run out the Executioner next turn and get 2 blockers. It is gonna give him a 2-for-1, but that's fine. We're not trying to like end the game anytime soon, we're trying to just stall out for us to get our win conditions. We're just trying to stall out to get Outlaw's Merriment, and when that happens, we're gonna be pretty ahead in the game. Swan of Mayhem might even actually be a good card to play, but I think I'd rather just play that for now. Empty the field as much as we can, and then top deck Outlaw's Merriment, and we just win when we do. Our deck runs way better when we draw that card. And if he gives us the option to trade with all of these, we will trade with all of these. Let's just block with this and see what he wants to kill. So he kills probably the Executioner, in my opinion. That would be the wise thing to do. He does kill the Executioner, and we can just drop Swan of Mayhem next turn. Yeah, I think we're probably going to drop Swan of Mayhem next turn. And then if he goes into combat damage, even it's going to earn his murder. That's very sad that we're losing our Swan of Mayhem to a murder. I feel very bad about it, honestly. He does not do it end step, so like I don't know if he's afraid of what we might have for next turn. That's fine. And he even attacks. Okay, opponent, let's just block this way. I mean, I know this has first strike. I don't know if you're trying to like fool me into the about combat damage. He has the double block. I'm not missing anything. Why did he not murder last turn? What is he like afraid of? I don't think there's anything that good in the game that he should be afraid of. And now if he draws a 4-drop, he's gonna think, do I murder or do I just 4-drop? That was a very bad play from my opponent's side. Does he want this one to survive? That's the thing. Wait, opponent, so if you're gonna do the murder after like this turn, just at least wait for me to draw my cards for you to... If you waited for me to draw a card, I would have taken an extra point of damage. And we draw this to just kill all this. Oh my god. This game kind of turned in our favor out of nowhere. Now if he just plays a Planeswalker or anything serious for 5 mana, that couldn't have turned out any better for us. Now we just Eldest Reborn this, and we're just miles ahead right now. We're miles ahead. I can't even begin to describe how ahead we are. Next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just get to make, if we draw a land, we get to make a blocker. He plays his land so he doesn't have to discard it, and we draw Mire's Grasp. This is so mean. I mean, I have a control deck in a sealed event. This is so mean for all of my opponents. And then next turn we get to draw, we get to play anything with the Eldest Reborn. And if we take this, we get to reanimate a bunch more things. Yeah, I'm very happy about what's happening. I'm very, very happy about what's happening. So we're gonna take 2, that's fine, he's gonna heal for 2. It's just Ethereal Absolution. Remove his Spectacle Creature, yeah, probably the Spectacle Creature. Get the damage train rolling. Get a 1/1 with flying. I'm so happy. I'm very happy with this. Let's just get the Awakener and then kind of awaken the creatures in our graveyard. Get back the Executioner. Yeah, this game turned out better than I expected. I think we're on our way to get all of our wins. Let's just attack with that. Deal damage. And what can we take from our opponent's turn next turn? What can we take? I mean, if we reanimate... Okay, so one line of play would be getting back Direfleet Daredevil, and then getting back Jaya's Greeting, and then after we get back Jaya's Greeting, we just have a removal spell. He killed his Awakener. Opponent, why? Opponent was just going to make you lose. Like, losing is not the worst thing that could happen in Magic. Alright, so if he attacks with Grey Merchant, we make 2 blockers and just kill it. He doesn't... It's fine. So we're gonna get the Captain. Alright. And then after the Captain, we're gonna get back... What do we get back? What's a good thing to take? Let's just take his Massacre Girl because it could kill our board. It could definitely kill our board. And this game is super fun. And now we just give them Menace. I mean, yeah, what's better than a 2/2 flying with Menace? Reminds me of the Boros card, the Boros Dinosaur in Exilon. It was a thing. It was a thing that was spoiled, and then I was like, it was white red. I think that's why I started playing Boros Dinosaur. It was white red and it was a 2/2 flying menace for white red, and I thought that was the best thing ever. And then they print Deafening Clarion, so I was like, that might not be as good as I expected after like further inspection. And our opponent conceded, and that takes us into game number 4.